Yeah,
Be like,
thank you.
Life be like. I'll be good.
Thank
Goddamn,
you.
that's crazy. I hate they
Yeah,
had
I'm
to go
black
through
on
that.
black all day.
Come on now. Come on, somebody.
Just giving God a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Giving God all the glory.
Amen.
All right.
let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
That's that white person.
Hey, let the bodies hit the floor. All right, so listen, you ready to rock and roll? Everybody
yes,
good?
we are. We're definitely good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another riveting rendition of the JawjackinShow. Studio Saturday session.
Yes, sir.
Every Saturday we have a new guest. Well, every other Saturday,
Yes, sir.
you know how we do it. But today we got a very special guest for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you have seen her a lot of different places. A lot of you haven't.
I have.
Right?
I've seen her a couple of different places.
She's the 3-time Emmy nominated. You know
Emmy?
She was Gospel Singer of the Year 3 times in a row.
Singing gospel?
And
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
She's the first Haitian American ballerina. You know what I'm saying?
No,
To
she
enter
danced too?
Yes.
That's
I'll let her
crazy.
introduce herself and I'll let her toot her own horn.
Come on now.
But as we do on the Jaw Jackin Show, we got our intros. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you start the intro off and I'll hit them with mine.
Okay, listen, I am P. Belafonte, a.k.a. Chico Fontaine, a.k.a. Mr. Get Right So You Don't Get Left, a.k.a. Staring at the ceiling trying to find a way to the top, a.k.a. I'm handsome because my mama said I'm is, okay? And I always like to give that women their affirmations at the beginning of the show. We all about positive thinking. So listen, ladies, top-notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. So if you're going to be top-notch, make sure you get the most. Don't ever settle for the less. God bless.
I am your host with the most down below. Duke LaFleur from the Himalaya, also known as Dr. Duke.
Dr. Duke.
Deacon Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Duke Pop.
Amen.
Amen.
Baby Daddy of the Year,
Yes,
3
sir.
years in a row.
Voila.
And like I always tell everybody, don't sweat the petty things and don't sweat the petty things.
God bless you.
Don't let it go over your head. We got a weekend special going on as we do every weekend. I am a doctor and I specialize in one thing.
And what do you specialize in, Duke?
It's extraction.
Extractions.
If you know, you know. Bring a shoebox and a hanger and we'll get rid of that problem.
It's
I'll
bad,
know you
dude.
out the back. Go ahead, man. Introduce yourself.
Ibuprofen.
Hola, this is Manny, also known as Manny Anger on social media, AO Manny. Wow, y'all introduction was so good. I wish I was quick on my feet with that.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is.
It's hard to follow. I mean, it's hard to follow greatness.
I mean, AK Zoe, I guess. I don't know.
We'll
I don't know.
allow it.
I'm done.
No, we good with it. So I do have a question though, real quick.
Yeah.
Manny Anger.
I was going to ask that. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
so what's your problem?
So it's short for my first name and last name. So yeah, my
That
first.
don't sound like no
No,
Baptiste.
let's go ahead and give us some story.
The last name ain't finna get exposed, but the first name
'Cause
is
she got
my
warrants.
niece. Yeah.
My niece.
I'm on the
Mine is
run now,
outside.
y'all. I am on the run now. You
I
see these
believe it.
glasses?
I believe it.
That is definitely
But my niece is my first name. It's spelled Manise, and so Mani is the Manny, and then my last name is derived from French, and so it's the shortened version as the English version of anger.
So you're not angry.
I can be if I
Okay.
need to be. You know,
Okay, you look
turn it to the hope.
So your name is Manny Mouvison.
Yes, Ndaka.
It's definitely given she beats niggas.
Yeah, she look like she beat her
Definitely,
She definitely give it.
I know a man beater when I see
Yeah, no, she got that energy. No, that's the vibe you're giving off for real, a little bit.
What I do?
You look like you beat niggas. Ain't nothing that you did.
No,
So-
I don't fight guys anymore. I just shoot.
Anymore. Shoot. Man, you got a pistol? What kind of pistol you got? Little 380? Little Glock, little 9mm?
Little pink 22 with a fur.
Nah, 22s ain't gonna hurt nobody.
With a fuzzy.
It's a slug.
You're doing too much
something.
already.
I
You're
don't
doing
know.
too much already.
I
I got it when I was in Georgia.
That
It's
might
been
be
a
it.
while.
You lived in Atlanta?
Look, that might be a pellet gun. You know what I'm saying?
I live in
I'll
Atlanta
show
for
it
a
to
while.
you later.
No.
Oh, that's what
Look,
she said.
I can't be around guns, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad I didn't bring it up in here.
I can't.
I'm a little nervous.
Keep that thing away from me. So we can get right on into it. Well, let's start with this topic.
What's
right?
up?
Since this is the hottest thing on the thing right now.
Let's have.
P. Diddy getting acquitted, right? You know what I'm saying?
For
The major charges, right?
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So how does this look for P. Diddy to you in your eyes as an attorney? You know what I'm saying? As a public prosecutor, you know what I'm saying? So
She
what
got a
is
lot
your
of
take on
jobs.
things and how do you think things will end for Diddy?
I definitely think he will serve time. I wish that he actually did get charged for the RICO as well as sex trafficking.
Why? I'm sorry, I finished. Apologies.
Well, I think he should have, because I do think he should get life, because I know
he
people
nasty.
like to. No, I know
Life?
Well, for being nasty.
For being a freak.
Money.
Y'all know y'all can't. I hope this gives guys the opportunity to see that you no longer can sit here and fly these girls out, because your decisions, regardless of if you're trying to just get the nookie, at the end of the day, legally, you flying these women out for them to have sex with you, you can't get caught up in the same stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
So being responsible is very important.
No, you got a point with that.
Follow-up question to this, right? A girl asked me to send her gas money.
Allegedly.
How
Long
far?
time ago.
Am
How
I
far is
Rico?
she?
Is that Rico, or does it have to be a certain amount of miles?
No, you got to
it
cross
has
state
to be
lines.
you have to cross state lines.
So if she coming from...
So I can only mess
So
with
she
Florida
coming from
women.
if you give her gas money in Georgia,
and she coming
you
down.
might get caught up, sir.
Yeah, you did.
So what if she give it to me? Because now I'm gonna start
Then
asking.
you a
women.
You're
prostitute.
slinging that dick across state.
You're
That's
prostitute.
it.
Now you can charge her.
Yep.
Oh, niggas, figure it out. Send her 100. Tell her send you 50 for drug money.
Look,
and now we all in the mix.
Yes.
Look, you send her the money first and have her send it back, but
Yeah.
tell her to put gas money
Yeah.
on, right? You know what I'm saying? Tell her it's for tax purposes.
Yes, agreed.
Whole time.
So let me. Can I speak on that?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, I knew the whole time it's hard to charge somebody with a RICO when nobody else is being charged. Right? That was my first. Okay, well, and for me it was always okay. Well, I need you to show me the crime. I get it. He a nasty nigga. Right? He's a bad guy. If we being completely honest, right? Piece of shit. But that's a lot of men who was in power are not really good people. Right? So let's be honest. And you can ask a lot of his artists. Nobody survived after dealing with P. Diddy. Yes? Mace is the only one I think had a halfway decent comeback.
Yeah, I
And
think
when he sees puff, he runs.
I think he didn't get penetrated on anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't get to that level.
But my thing has always been, I need, like, if you're going to bring it, I need you to be able to bring the charges. Because, I mean, the only thing I really feel like they proved was a domestic issue, right? It's a domestic violence. That's really all they proved.
Realistically, not really.
What do you mean?
Because he actually had people in his circle distribute drugs to him, so that was another part of it.
That's
so
fine.
that's a
Buying
crime.
drugs?
But it's
Buying
you
drugs
got
is a crime.
you have to
well,
prove that it was him.
Getting
So
caught
for
buying
instance,
drugs is a crime.
Not even that. So for instance, if I took Adderall, for instance, I have a prescription for it. I can actually go to jail just for giving you, like you saying,
Of course.
oh, I'm tired. I need a
That's prescription
pick me up.
drugs.
Right.
But
We're talking about street drugs.
But that means I'm not going to jail. That means you're going to jail.
Exactly.
So his people provided drugs for him.
well, he provided the funds. But either way, that's something that's illegal to do. So
I agree.
something that I've heard, like, just because you speed every day doesn't mean you're not breaking the law.
No,
So
I get
at
that.
the end of the day, like, there's so many things that he did do that were illegal. At the end of the day, he had to get charged with things.
Yeah, but life is
Think
a
about-
strong thing.
My only
I think
gripe.
he's going to continue to be a predator. He's going to continue to be the demon person that he is.
He's gonna calm down. They calmed down Bill Cosby with that jail time.
My only gripe
The
about the whole
man's
situation.
about to be in the grave, so he had to.
Yeah, well, shit, it worked.
He can't.
It worked. You see, they
I
put.
hope Bill
You see, they
Cosby ain't going around
OJ,
popping.
they put OJ in prison for stealing his own shit back.
Yes.
My only gripe about this situation, right, is the people who are taking advantage of it, right? You know what I'm saying? So you're hearing about the Justin Biebers and the niggas who was young and
Wait, they
that's
put
the only
that-
people I
I
feel
don't know if
sorry
that
for.
was in
that
the
never
case.
came out in the
Yeah,
case.
I don't know
but
if that was
it's
in the
word,
case.
it's word out. You know what I'm saying?
But
Whatever,
we
whatever.
know the rumor.
If that happened,
we know the rumor.
That's the only thing I feel sorry for. But anybody went to a party, you know this nigga's a freak. You know how he get down.
You know what you're going for.
Took your ass over there. Somebody who's been there before has told you about this party, right? Oh, damn, I left the party, nigga, and my butthole loose, nigga. I've been
crazy.
But are y'all
whistling out my
understanding
ass
what
for 3 days.
coercion is? So to be in a position where you are bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, to be in a situation, I mean, this is what we got to teach our kids, that they should not sell their souls for
I
certain
agree.
things.
I agree.
And at the end of the day, if somebody wants to, if they're thinking this is, oh Lord,
Go
the
on.
doorway to get to celebrity,
Then,
unfortunately, they might be willing to do anything for
well,
it.
whose problem is that? Is that not the? See, in my mind,
I think it's our
I'm-
society, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
and
yes,
then the
society
lack of
encourages it.
maybe
Well,
Parents.
in today's environment with social media encourages you to do whatever it is to get the
To get
views,
there.
get the likes, right? To get there, right?
Yeah.
By any means necessary.
yes.
And some of that requires, you selling yourself, right? Well, at the end of the day, we're all commodity, right?
Yes.
We all sell a piece of ourselves to get what it is that we need. Whether you're going to work, right? You're selling your customer service, whatever the case may be. We're all a commodity.
Right.
What happens is you have to figure out what you're willing to sell and what you ain't willing
Exactly.
to sell. And some people are willing to sell it all. And
Because
that's
even
why we
with
run into it.
Cassie, right, her parents are at fault because, for one, prior to Diddy, I know him as Puff. That's how old I am.
But, you know him? You don't know?
No,
it sounds like
name.
Oh, forgive me.
You know he changed his name like 15 times.
Yeah, okay, he changed his name.
He went from Puff Daddy, Diddy.
Right.
Now, what is it, Love?
No, just tell us Puff.
I thought she was about to tell us about a party. One time I met him as Puff. And
No. But like her parents, like prior to that, she was dating somebody that was like 10 years her senior. So them as parents, putting her in that position, she was going to be in a situation where...
But they know that.
And that's the thing. So even with the victims, like he was trying to say, like, or you were trying to say, who's at fault for that? I think it does lie with the parents as well. I think her parents kind of they did her disservice. Yeah, they listen. They were part of it, right? Like I think at the end of the day, everybody accepts some responsibility. Some more than others. But at some point in time, like I work in the corporate America, and they'll tell you, hey, like if you're doing something, you say you can come and say, hey, well, my boss had me do it, right? But the book, the handbook, team member handbook, clearly says that you're not supposed to do this. So you're going to be held accountable and responsible for whatever it is that you did. And that's always been my thing, right? And granted, I can't speak for anybody, so please don't understand. I'm not trying, like I try to be empathetic, but what happens for me is I know that I'm going to be responsible and held responsible for anything that I did. Ain't nobody gonna make me do nothing. If I got into it and I did it, yeah, that was my bad. I've had a couple of times where a couple of homeboys try to talk me into doing some stupid shit. It's like, yeah, no, I'm good. But that might be how you grew up. You don't know people's traumas.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. So I try to be empathetic, but it's hard for me.
You're blessed with that ability to be in that position because unfortunately there's so many broken people. For them to hear, oh yeah, I want to go ride with my, hey, yo, I'm beefing with this dude. Let me ride in the car.
You make a mistake.
Look, you sound like the auntie that gives great advice. Y'all call into the show. Come talk to. You know what I'm saying? Talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Please.
But no, I'm just saying like a lot of these things occur because of the lack of. I just think our society is just...
Hey, listen, for the record, I made $200.
Good.
I bet that Diddy was going to be, they weren't going to get it with Rico. You can't, it's not an organization if it's one person.
Well, I mean, realistically, if you read the transcripts and based on what the employees were saying, the structure is an enterprise. But the thing is, because kind of like that whole Al Capone situation, they got him on taxes, it's kind of that situation.
Yeah, no, that's what it was.
I think that's what people are... kind of disputing.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. They was trying to they needed to get him on something, right? So that's what the whole Rico is. You throw everything out the wall, you put everything on the wall, and you throw the dart, and whichever motherfucker lands on, you hit him with that.
And remember, with the feds in New York, their percentage is what, 98% of successful
the feds
cases?
Anything that happens. So it's funny because it reminds me of the young, what's the nigga from Atlanta name?
Young Thug.
Young Thug. It reminds me of that case because the moment I saw that the feds wasn't picking up that case and it was a state Rico, I said he's not going to prison. I already know he's not going because the feds will when they got a Rico and they know they got you, or the feds finna come in because at that point they want to try to flip you, right? They're gonna throw all kind of times at you and they're gonna try to flip you.
And notice is most of his like smaller counterparts in the group that actually got time.
That got time. Yeah, one of them niggas had got years. I'm like,
what? A 20 piece.
Yeah.
And what was he
what
like?
did he do?
Nigga, you the young. You
little nigga. You not even generous.
Man, I'm snitching.
Yeah, nigga bought you a bottle one night. Now all of a sudden you give me 20 years.
That's why I support Gunna. Okay,
that's it.
Save yourself.
Necessary.
I don't think he ratted. I think he wasn't in a position to be in a situation where he could really know what was going on. So, like, what y'all want me to
say? Yeah, see that. But here's my thing with so I hear people say he ratted, but define rap to me because it sounds like all he said was, "Hey, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with it. This is what I know
exactly,
and this all I know."
Yeah.
Well, put me in that situation.
Yeah, do tell it.
Look, I'm bringing down. I'm bringing down the whole motherfucking enterprise, nigga. I'm that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like me, at this point, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody.
Tell everybody.
That's what I tell my friends now. When I was younger, maybe that loyalty was great, but I'm too old.
You hear me?
I got too much stuff.
I got to be to work tomorrow. I can't go to jail. I got to go to work.
Crimes in front of me because I will tell. Okay,
that's crazy.
Especially if you got somebody knocking on my door.
That's crazy.
Being a tough guy never got me nothing but my ass whooped.
Yeah, I was there when that happened.
And maybe a couple wins, but you know what I'm saying? Not nothing that not no major enough win where I can brag about.
So listen, money. That's what I said. Money.
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 Oh.
Money.
Are you trying to say my name?
Money. Am Money?
Manny.
Manushka.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Manushka.
Think of Manny Pacquiao.
That's what I said. Money.
Man. Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to be difficult, but listen. Have you ever had an interaction with the police?
I have.
Yeah? Did you go to jail? Like, were you in cuffs? What was your interaction with the police?
And even if I was,
you gotta. Oh, you're not willing to share?
But
you look like a criminal a little bit.
Thanks. A small interaction, probably like what I'm willing to say is like a traffic citation type.
Oh, you trafficking?
So I told you.
Oh, she got dope charges.
Interstate.
I heard traffic.
Pushing keys.
Yeah.
All right, one time for the keys overseas. Listen, man, we
not the one for my Corolla either.
And
yeah, you definitely Haitian.
I want to off subject, right? I want to give a shout out to Cassie because I was listening to that case, right, and to being able to being pimped out to get slutted out while you got a UTI and you got mouth sores and all kind of shit.
Like you a
soldier.
Have y'all heard about the guy who came out? He's calling himself a victim to her.
Oh yeah, I heard about. I think he's suing her.
He's trying to sue her.
You might as the fuck what? That would have been.
You're an escort. Live your life.
Right, but I'm not. I didn't sign up to be period.
Well, you know, everybody sees it's a money grab, baby. You know how that shit go.
Yeah, but the question, well, the way he wants to approach it, especially when it comes to black women, he wants to sit here and say, "Oh, you guys are not being supportive of me," but realistically, if it was a woman and she was in a position where she got raped, she did not sign up for that.
Rape is
but
subjective.
She.
Go on talking shit.
Okay, let that shit talk.
Put that out, but I'm
not even a part of this world. You get me canceled. My name is Manushka Jean-Baptiste.
That's
okay,
crazy.
But no, to be in a situation where you're a man and you're talking about, oh, you literally got paid to go over there and hunt her. And at the end of the day, you knew how Diddy got. You were with them for 9 years, bro. Like, I can't really sit here. Yes.
He signed up to give sex, right?
And
all
she
that
signed
extra
up too.
peeing stuff and, drinking menstruation juice.
But he still, he said he never gave her fellatio. She would kiss him, but he never kissed her.
Ah, really?
But the thing is, what were the boundaries that were already set in the whole situation?
Nobody
you were with them for 9 years.
Right.
So how you...
It's the
is that see? I think that's what a lot of men lose the empathy part, because it's like, all right, you're saying you're a victim, but you can't, like, are you a victim for not? That's like saying, oh, somebody touched me when I was 13, but we've been
coerced to.
We've been in a relationship for 21 years.
That was his job.
The money was good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day.
That was his job.
Well,
he wasn't being abused. No. She was being abused to be put in that position. That's the difference.
Well, the courts.
That is the difference, because you have to understand, especially if we're talking about trauma. If you're in a situation where all of a sudden the dude that you care about love and he start whooping up on you and you're doing this, that, and third, at some point mentally, you kind of get stuck there. And so for women...
I've been abused by a woman.
Okay. And so for you, did you stay? Did you leave? What happened?
Yeah, because I was scared of her.
Okay. So...
She was aggressive.
Are you being serious?
No, nigga. Why would I?
No,
I'm being serious. Right. So, wait a minute. She wasn't whooping my ass.
He's a battered man.
How long did it take you to leave then?
We got
married. For women, it takes...
married. They're together now. Okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You grow a bond with your abuser sometimes, right?
It's the truth.
Stockholm. What is that? Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, Stockholm.
Not your ass. Know what I'm saying? Stockholm, dude.
Yeah, not Stockholm, dude. Hey, let's get
into the conversation, right? Know what I'm saying? So,
I ain't left Stockholm. Go ahead.
The first conversation, right, we're gonna have is if you and your partner decide to take a break, should there be boundaries set, or is it, hey, this is your time to be free for all? That's crazy. How are you accepting that? How are you approaching that?
That's crazy.
Personally, at this point in my life, ain't no breaks. We're either not together or we are. But if that was my option, I definitely would set boundaries, because I wouldn't want to be in a position where, like, after however long we decided to come back together, I'm riddled with STDs and or you have a child or like whatever you were doing. But I'm saying there has to be some type of boundary set. Because, I mean, people...
How many STDs you got, right?
No, it was a riddle for me.
Riddle?
Like, does that mean 3, 4?
No, because when it comes to men, when I hear y'all have breaks, I just think, like, y'all just be out there. Okay.
In your mind,
that be in women's mind.
You're a judge.
Right now, somebody think I might be cheating at this moment.
That's crazy.
Right.
Which is crazy to me.
But no, we're gonna get back to that. Go ahead. But no, if we are taking a break, yeah, I would be in a situation where I'm like, oh, if you have a child, no. During that time, no. But a lot of times a person won't find out depending on how long that break was. And then, of course, being tested and things like that would be very important to me. But other than that, like, if you like somebody playing in your booty hole and during the time we apart, that's you.
But when he come back and he show you, he learned some new things.
Right.
Have you ever had a man come back and he hit a little different?
Real talk?
No.
You lying.
I'm serious.
You look down.
No, because I'm trying to think, but at the same time, it's like, I kind of like, once I'm done, I'm done.
So you ain't never got back with an ex and like, oh yeah, he different now.
Come on down.
But I literally have been in a position where I did get back with an ex and we didn't hunch, because...
What?
Yeah.
Well, how y'all got back together? How y'all consummated it?
I mean, you don't have to hunch to be in a relationship.
What?
That's a goddamn lie. I don't know who told you that. Somebody lied. Who told you that shit?
Hey, that must have been
first of all, the thoughts and ideas of goddamn Manny do not reflect those of the Jaw Jack Show. Listen, man, we ain't never gave me no coochie. We is not together.
Hey,
that clear.
That must have been in the red words in the Bible.
It had to be.
I ain't never.
It had to be the red words.
Nigga, Jeremiah spoke that.
Nigga.
Whoever that nigga is.
Yeah, because it wasn't Abraham, because Abraham had many sons.
He was even in the real character in the Bible.
What do y'all think?
Me, a break is a break, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to put limitations on the break, you know what I'm saying? I'm free to do what the fuck I want. That
what
means
if she get pregnant?
Get pregnant? It's going to be up to me to decide whether we're going to come back after that, right?
But what if the boundary was not set?
It wasn't.
Okay.
It's some shit you just supposed to know. Like, what I'm supposed to do with this baby.
But nah, that's not fair.
What am I going to do with this baby?
Because
in my house that I'm paying bills on.
I think we all realize that common sense is not as common as we would hope so, right?
Believe it or not, I believe that common sense is a sign of extreme intelligence. For you to be able to take something complex and simplify it, you have to be really intelligent.
Yeah, and the fact that it's not that we know so many.
Everybody ain't smart
people.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, that should be a known, because at the end of the day, y'all took a break.
Yeah, we all think differently.
Yeah, y'all took a break, and maybe for her, it's like, I got pregnant, and didn't you cheat on me back in '99? Like, yeah, listen, you do. If you don't set that boundary, you can't come back.
If we separate, the moment we separate, like if you send me a text say I think we need a break, you fucking. In my mind,
I'm fucking.
Okay. No, in my mind. In my mind, you fucking.
Don't agree with that. No, stop.
In my mind.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 60 minutes from the time you sent that text to kind of bring it back. But after that, my coochie done been set up for the night already. I already have somebody in mind. Just how the woman always have that one guy in mind. Know what I'm saying? Or that one guy that once
that
Philip fucks up. Know what I'm saying? I'm going look.
That you sitting on. He been on the sideline.
He gonna eat this box from the back.
Look. So at the end of the day, we if we're together, I owe you an obligation, right? To whatever the relationship consists of, right? But once we're separated, there are no. I can't be mad at you if you out there throwing pussy.
I guess my question would be, why would it be a break and not a breakup?
Because a break could be like, so for example, let's say we at an event, we get into this big huge argument, right? And I'm sick of your shit, and you give me an ultimatum, right? We're all we're heavy in our emotions, heavy in our feelings. So, you really can't make sound decisions when you're emotional, right? So I'm in my emotions, and you ask me, hey, so what we gonna do? We still together now? First thing gonna come out of my mouth is say, fuck you and your mama. Hell, now we ain't together. Raggedy, you know what I'm saying? Raggedy bastard, right? And I walked off. Now I done cut the scene. Now I'm still hot. It's 3 days later. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, it's like, all right, even then when you might text me like, hey, so what's happening? But I'm still in my feelings. So it's like, nah, man, I just think we need to take some time away. Listen, I hold grudges like a motherfucker. It's a bitch from forget, but it's a helper from 6th grade, bitch. You can't never see me in public.
Oh my god!
I swear to God, you gonna have to see me,
Samantha.
You hear me? With her ragged ass.
Oh my god!
But nah,
y'all gotta let that hurt.
Nah, I will never.
Let me guess, she cheated on you, right?
No, wait. First, well, relax.
Okay, so why you holding a grudge?
No, well, she might have beat me up. She might have. This shit is alleged. Nobody can confirm it.
See, that's where it started. That's where him getting abused by women started.
Nobody can confirm.
In the 6th grade.
She might have beat me up. But no, my thing is, your break happens when we're emotional and we need a moment to kind of just woosah so we can make a sound decision on whether or not this is something that we want to continue with. That's the difference between a break and a breakup. Breakup is like, all right, I'm in my right mind, you in your right mind, and you know what? This just ain't it. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want us to break up. Like you said, you come back riddled with diseases. Because it wouldn't be me. Clearly, you been fucking wrong.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying?
gosh.
Now you come back in this motherfucker talking about, hey, babe, my ass. You was not the same woman. You sucking dick different now.
Like, what's that around your
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't sucking dick like you used to. This is different.
You came back with
Yeah, with different kind of skills. You came back with a different set of skills. I did not teach you that.
your skin glowing different.
And I can't and I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of advanced level of you know what I'm saying, interaction. Like, I'm not prepared for that, because in my mind the first thing I'm thinking, that's what you was doing to these niggas out here. Meanwhile, I just been out here tugging on my shit from Pornhub or what, you know.
Really?
Yeah, what I'm saying. Because, you know, I'm not for just be out here
that's why the boundary should be
dick.
set. Like, look, if we're going to take this break, let's not hunch on people. Let's get our minds together to come back together.
My whole thing is, if you got any doubt about what we got going on here, if we got to take a break, let's fucking end this shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I listen, he had a good point, though. If you're in the heat of the moment, I see where you're coming from.
I'm upset. Listen, you know niggas get mad.
But it depends on where your relationship is at that time, too.
Heat of the moment.
Shit me.
If what he's talking about, that's 1-2 days. That's 1-2 days, nigga. We sleeping in different rooms. You know what I'm saying? That's not break up. That's not break or break up. Right? Once you tell me, we need to talk.
It's always something you got to change, though.
I'm packing my shit up.
Yeah, but remember, as humans, a lot of us don't leave when we're supposed to. So
you think so?
Yeah.
I think I leave too early. There's been times where I just left too early.
Standards and
the moment you got me fucked up, I'm out of there.
Yeah. Why deal with it?
I'm putting her shoes in the freezer. Ask me why I'm putting her shoes in the freezer.
Please.
Because she walking on thin ice. Let me tell you something. You don't fucking play with me. You said I'm not here to play with you, goddamn. You get your shit together. All right? Because you can have all of this. But if you choose otherwise, I'm out the motherfucker.
And ladies, let's find out what all of this is.
Listen. There's never been a time where I haven't had, you know, and this is not me being arrogant. I hope nobody sees this. But there's never been a time where I broke up with somebody they never wanted to try to see if there was an opportunity to make it happen again. My thing is, because I hold on to grudges for a long time.
What sign are you?
I'm a Leo. So it's hard for me to come back from it.
Throw the whole goddamn Leo.
That's a goddamn lie. Them top of the line. And this next month, too. Ready. You hear me?
Happy birthday, mama.
Your mama a Leo?
Yes.
That's why I like her already. I knew she had it. I knew she had it.
All right, Mommy Manu.
With that little snap on.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy Mani.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you said Manu. My nickname is good.
Manu, no?
Yes.
All right. So, a woman went viral online for stating you should never give somebody 100% of you, right? You know what I'm saying? You should always keep what you give to someone at 90%, right? Because you always need that 10%, 5%, right? To work on, to leave room for error. Person. To leave room for error or to build back into you. What do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? And what are your thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying? Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I don't think anybody should give any percentage of themselves to anybody. I think you should keep all of that to yourself. Because that's for you and you should enjoy it and you should build on it and you should educate yourself so that you are able to share some of yourself. But giving yourself entirety to somebody is ridiculous to me.
So
that's my opinion.
No one has ever really had you then, is what you're saying.
I think as I gotten older, I discovered that. But, okay, actually, let me backtrack on that.
What your line is.
I'll say if a person is not aware of themselves, they should not give themselves to anybody. There should not be a percentage. They need to focus on themselves only, because if they don't, they'll be useless to the people around them. Not even just in a relationship, when it comes to friendships, parenthood, all of that. So if a person is 100% themselves, sharing a certain portion of them, I guess, yeah, it could possibly be a little 5 or 10. But again, that person has to know who they are, because you wasting your time otherwise.
Man, you say you giving 5 or 10% of yourself in a relationship?
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me?
Where you go with now, Benny? Because I don't understand. Like, yeah, it's given. It's given. 5% giving ass. You know what I'm saying?
Put your 5% ass.
Realistically, I just don't have the energy to care about people.
What?
When it comes to dating, it's like, it's just too much energy. You gotta learn about the person.
And you don't want to learn about nobody.
I don't.
At this point. Which baby are you?
What?
Which baby are you?
Number? What?
You the first? You the middle? You the last?
First only.
You the
for
first?
my mother, and my dad was a Rolling Stone.
Well, everybody nobody counts their daddy kids.
I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the Nelson family, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look, yo.
So you the only baby your mama had?
I will put my last name out, but yeah.
That makes sense now.
Our whole clan.
Because you're very selfish.
But why?
No, you're very selfish.
Actually,
If you only
no,
give yourself 5 to 10% of yourself, man, that's crazy.
My siblings always say, like, maybe because, mind you, I'm the oldest. They tell me that I probably want to be so together because I am the only child that was raised in a house as the only child, whereas them, they had other siblings. But no, I think at this point in my life, I just don't have the energy. It's like too much work.
Yeah. How many serious relationships have you been in?
Oh, I would say 0 for real.
That's
0.
crazy.
I mean, I might have been.
You can't
engaged
dismiss
once
them
or
niggas like
twice.
that, man.
No,
You can't
I mean,
dismiss.
once we done, we done,
You
right?
can't dismiss the nigga like
Why we
that.
holding on?
This question is for people who've been in relationships. we might have should have passed you on that question. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So-
No, because like I said, if you're a broken person, there's no way you could give any. Just thinking based off the question, there is no way you can give anything to anybody until you get.
I agree. Now, shout out to my dog Duke, because Duke was the first person I heard say, "Listen, when you come to me, come fixed."
Yes.
So shout out.
Are you fixed?
Yeah,
we all fixed on this
I'm
podcast.
fixable. You know
Ain't
what
no
I'm
more
saying?
kids
I'm
being had.
fixed, you know what I'm saying?
You're being fixed or you fixed?
Well, you know what I'm saying? I can't
What
say
had happened was.
I'm in a better place than I was.
I'm not who I used to be.
When
Okay, that's
when
good.
I was openly accepting relationships, you know what I'm saying? I'm at a better place right now. I feel like now I might be something closer to what I'm supposed to be.
Amen.
So being that woman said that about men, what about you guys for women? Do you feel like you need to give yourself a certain
Oh,
percentage?
hell yeah.
I don't think I've never given 100% of myself as well, but I know that I've given a percentage, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's very much higher than 5%.
What does that look like for men, though? What is giving yourself to a woman look
Let me
like?
speak. So giving yourself to a woman, from my perspective, is like for example, I gotta do all the lame shit that you want to do, right? So that's part of it, right? You want to sit here and watch Love Island. I don't want to watch this shit, but you know
I
what?
don't want to watch sports.
Huh? What? That's your fucking problem.
That's giving.
Sports is better, but
I want
But-
to post it. That's what.
but I gotta watch this bullshit because all right, my old lady want to watch the bullshit, so we're gonna watch the bullshit. That's part of me giving myself, right? That's some of the sacrifices that I feel like I gotta make, right? The expectation is me giving myself is saying that, hey, you know what? This is what I expect. This is what I want from my man. And that's me coming to the conclusion that, you know, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. I can't do it all, right? Because certain parts of me that I'm going to have to keep to myself, like you said. Certain parts of me, I just can't give you that. It just ain't in me. You're not going to like me if I'm that person. And I'm not going to like myself if I'm that person. I have to like myself in order for you to like me, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to figure out what you like from a man. I'm going to give you everything that I can give you that I'm willing to part with outside of what I'm not willing to part with. So if you say, for example, you want a nigga, in my mind, I'm thinking if we don't go together, if I open the passenger door, it's because you're driving, right? I'm not opening your door for you. I'm sitting in the passenger side, you getting in the driver's seat. But because we go together, I'm gonna go open your door for you, right? Because that's the shit you like. I don't want to have to do it. I feel like your arm working just fine, right? But that's what the fuck we gonna do.
The gentlemen of 2025.
When it comes to me giving a part of myself, when I hear that, all I hear is me giving you what it is that you want. That's not compromising who I like, the root of me.
Okay.
Come on now.
You doing it.
Yeah.
What about you,
Big
sir?
talk.
I feel like with the giving myself is a lot of compromising. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the fact that if it's not something that, you know what I'm saying, where I feel like if I'm giving it, right, it's something that's required of me. You know what I'm saying? So something that's not naturally me, something that I wouldn't naturally do in this relationship, something that, you know, like, hey, I'm spending time on a Friday night, you know what I'm saying? We're baking cookies.
Yeah, usually I'm thugging.
Eating cookies out of each other's
Whoa,
private
whoa,
parts, you know what I'm
whoa.
saying? Or, you know, I'm just hypothetical.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Just-
Never mind.
No, talk it.
I was gonna say
You don't even like
that.
cookies.
That's the bedroom. We talking about just regular day to
I mean,
day.
it's just regular stuff.
Hey, I
you know
do
what I'm
shit
saying?
in the bedroom I don't want to do too.
I wouldn't normally be baking butt naked
Why?
cookies on a good Saturday.
Because sometimes she want to be nasty, and I don't want to be nasty all the time.
Oh, but it's still stuff you might enjoy. You just don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it all the
Back to
time. But she
Cassie.
want to be nasty. Now I got to do this because I'm
Back
sleeping
to
too.
Cassie and Jane Doe.
It's definitely a lot of compromising, right? So my
Yeah,
day is
wait a minute, I ain't got no sores in my mouth from doing the shit I'm doing for the record.
I always got a busy day, you know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm making time for you, the time that I'm spending time
That's
with
just a lot
you,
of
that's it's a lot of work, but it's something that you
Yeah,
have to be.
y'all
In my
understand
younger
relationships.
years, though, what you guys are saying are very valid points.
Yeah, you got to do better, is what we're telling you. No, you have to be a better.
No, I'm very content with being.
No, you're a
actually,
terrible
for
person.
The longest, I felt like growing up, dating, being engaged, whatever. I feel like
Being a what?
Being
Engaged.
gay. I've been engaged.
Oh, I heard that
all
wrong. I thought you said being a gay.
Being gay.
Oh, hey, shit.
You can't
the flags fly, I guess.
Oh shit.
But no, I'm just joking. He just takes it and he be like, Oh, let me go.
Don't let me. Don't let me stop you from being great.
But no, I think I've always felt like it's just having to care about people, and I'm actually one of those people who, like, if I'm married, I would love for us to have separate houses.
That's crazy.
I'm that type of.
That's crazy. So y'all sleep in separate beds and everything.
I would like that.
I'm
wild. That type of human. I'm my Miss Shirley Ralph and her husband.
That's crazy.
Matter of fact, I live in another country.
That's crazy too.
On another planet.
You think because part of the benefits of being in a relationship and having a significant other is having in-house coochie or dick, right?
Okay.
Is that a thing for you? Is that a thing that you would like to be able to have access to sex whenever you want it?
I would say I'm more of an asexual person, so I don't have a situation where I'm like extremely.
You're horny.
Yeah, I'm not like that. But I would say when I get
is it?
When I do get to that moment, I would say I would enjoy for a person to just be there. But if I could call you and be like,
do you think this is like kind of menopause, like kicking in? Like,
no, I've always
felt this way. Menopause.
I've always felt this way.
That's crazy.
So it's not the fact that you was born in the 1970s.
Right? No, it's not that.
Okay. I'm trying to understand it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because
my homegirl will tell you, I'm just not that.
That's crazy.
And then when I do, it's unfortunate.
Let me ask you a question. Wait, when you have sex, it's unfortunate?
No. If I were to be in a situation where I am sexually excited, it's unfortunate because
nobody's there.
No, not that.
So
women can get pussy.
What am I missing?
Anytime. We can literally get pussy to anybody anytime if we need to.
You think so?
Yes. If I want to call some random on my phone.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be dealing with a nigga, but nigga could do the same.
Yes, no, but this is what I'm saying.
I've said no a few times.
Well, then she called the next dude. That's it. She called the next dude.
I'm just thinking.
Hey, let me ask you a question now. Mm-hmm. How are you and your friends close?
Yeah.
Have you ever shared sex tapes with your friends?
I've never made one.
You've never. What are you doing? Whatever you're doing it wrong. No, you are.
Her private is private.
No, what do you mean? She's seen it before. So you've never been in never been in a locker room naked with your with somebody before? Well, in gym, I don't know, boys in gym.
How we go from sex tape to locker room?
No, because I'm saying so nobody's ever seen your vagina outside of the man you had sex with.
No,
have your friends ever seen you naked?
Yeah.
So then it's not private at that point. Why not show your friends the experience something that you're experiencing?
Are you talking about the sex tape part?
Yeah, just like something that you might be doing. Like you ain't never put yourself on tape.
I might have. No.
That's crazy.
I have recorded a moment, but it was deleted instantly.
Why?
Yeah. So what was the moment like? You know what I'm saying? Like, where were you mentally when this moment?
Feeling extra freaky?
Young, coherent, and responsible.
It sounds like you're an individual who don't beat off. You know what I'm saying? Is that
that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, she beat off. She look like she got all the toys, dude. Ain't no motherfucking way.
I am
do you have a rose?
I can tell by your posture.
No, do you have a rose?
No.
You don't have a rose?
You can tell by your posture.
You got a rabbit?
No.
I can tell by your posture that something is you built up. You built up, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like your lack
and you need a release
of beating off. You know what I'm saying? Go when you get home tonight.
I actually do feel like it's a little weird.
It is.
What?
Beating off?
Yeah.
Watching myself is weird, right? Because it's definitely.
Nigga say watching itself.
Wait a minute, you making these faces, dog.
Wait a minute.
I know people who like literally they'll do it and like after 5 minutes they're good, but when I attempt, I just think it's weird.
Yeah, and it throws you off. Yeah. Do you watch porn?
If I try to, yeah, I literally on both my hands can count how many times in my lifetime I've masturbated.
That's
and it
crazy.
made no sense.
That's irresponsible.
Why?
No, it's irresponsible because you walking around here.
You're vegan? No.
Okay. You walking around here and you wilding. You giving everybody attitude because you backed up.
Attitude?
Yeah, no, you walked in here with attitude. Let me be honest. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
It was the
You literally tried to correct me by saying you corrected me by saying your name. Like I said your name one way, you tried to correct me 4 straight times.
Oh yeah, because everybody just wants to be called whatever somebody wants to call.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Your attitude. It was terrible.
I'll be like Dusty. Didn't you say your name was Dusty? Are you sure you didn't say?
Wait a minute, I don't even sound like that.
No, I'm saying.
But you gotta say it with bass. Do it with bass.
Dusty.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just weird. It's if we're talking about having sexual encounters.
No, I'm saying.
Definitely, I want the body.
You want the meat.
Yes. I need the.
So the first time you had sex, was it not great?
I would say it wasn't a good experience.
Really?
No.
You just wanted to see what it was like.
But I feel like I'm a healed person, and like I said, I really truly believe or consider myself asexual. So it's nothing about
sex that is sexual.
Yeah.
That's great.
To explain being asexual to the people who may be
because I'm clearly bisexual
with the sexuals, right? You know what I'm saying? Because
bisexual.
at one point,
Oh, okay.
Manny, don't start no shit.
I love
he's
you,
trying to tell you he's ahead of the sexuals.
Oh.
He's ahead of the sexuals.
So it's more of a person that really just is not engaged into what
it doesn't excite you.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. But I will say, if I do get in situations where I am what is that other word? I forget the word.
Enticed.
No.
Wet.
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's the other sexual word that would mean, or actual word that is tied to like enjoying somebody mentally. That will probably.
Sapio?
Is that sapio? There, thank you.
I was gonna say Morpheo
because I'm a smart nigga. That's what I do. Go ahead.
But even then, sometimes as I got older, just caring about somebody's mental or intelligence became irrelevant.
What if somebody likes you? Somebody's interested in you. What in your mind turns you on? Is it intelligence? Like what attracts you to the opposite sex other than sex?
Good conversation, the ability to financially support.
There you go, the money.
No,
just give a ditty.
I think the problem with a lot of you new men is failing to
wait. Well, I'll do it right now. Don't say you now. Don't put me.
I've been out here. I've been a man for a long time. Yeah. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them.
No, exactly. If you're not, then
I'm not
you're
one of them
good. Let them flow.
The new men's.
But I think a lot of them fail to realize that like a lot of women do their own thing by themselves. Like we are adulting prior to you even being in our lives, right? So when I'm saying financial, being able to be in a situation where you are with someone and you can actually support them with what you guys do together. Does that make sense? Like,
no.
If we're going out on a date, like...
You want me to pay?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But
maybe one day down the line, like, long.
You gonna pay?
Way down the line.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's crazy.
I might buy you a sweater.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
You know I mean? I might buy you a sweater.
Yeah. After I'm $3 million in.
Yeah,
here you go, baby.
That's a good return.
Here go $100. The ROI on that is ridiculous.
I'll get you an Old Navy.
It's a bad investment.
No, but yeah, something like that would attract me more.
So you're not out here paymaster.
No.
You gotta listen.
I thought she was a cool person. Let's end this interview.
I'm ready. It's out of here.
Let me tell you what my problem is, right?
Yes.
My problem has always been, I'm a thinking person. I'm an analytical person, right? So if I'm gonna invest, you know what I'm saying? I want a return on investment, right? So that's why I feel like children is a bad investment.
I agree.
Right? People try to convince you that having children is great. It's not.
It's not.
Right?
I have a child and it's not.
Yeah, chances are they probably gonna put you in a funeral home. Or not a funeral home. What the fuck is that?
Nursing home.
Nursing home by the end of your motherfucking career. Meanwhile, you took care of these motherfuckers all your life. So needless to say.
I don't think children should be under the impression they have to take care of their
parents. No,
they
absolutely. I took care of you for the first 20 years of your life.
They did not make that decision for you to have them.
So then I should be able to make it. You know what happens? Turtles have babies and they just leave them on the beach.
It is what it is.
Then what I should have did was leave my children on the beach.
Like I be telling my friends, when he gets to a certain age and he start popping on, y'all can come take him.
Whether you know it or not, he's got you wrapped under his finger.
That's crazy.
Of course, I provide.
Oh yeah, he's got you wrapped up.
Provider.
Okay.
Because as the baby, there was never a time my mom could ever fix her mouth to think that she would ever get rid of me. Man, I'm here for life.
For life.
I'm AIDS.
I tried to get rid of myself. Well, it wasn't hypothetically. I ran away from home to go live with my dad.
That's a mistake. Your daddy ain't never got shit.
Look, that shit. She was hurt.
Yeah,
look,
she felt it.
Look, because she knew I loved money as a kid. She gave me like $35 to come back home, though. I came back home.
Nah, you gotta do better, bro. $35.
She bought me back.
I hope you got her a really good every year.
Not enough, dude.
Got her really good
Dude, $35.
I'm a kid who always loved money, right? So since a little age, you know what I'm saying, I've been saving up money. I've been knowing how to hustle.
Y'all see how the boys be trifling?
Man, she bought me back for $35. You a sucker, mama. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
that's
soft ass.
Cool, but he literally finesse his mom into like
soft ass,
loving her again.
I should
like letting her love him again.
I think all kids do that.
How old were you?
I was maybe about 10, 11. I was in middle school. Definitely.
All kids do that, no? Everybody's finesse their parents.
No, I mean like that's fucked up. Like you run away, she's already and she Haitian too. Like, do you know how? I can't step outside of the house.
She needed to suffer.
Nah, she ain't had nobody watch the
You know how
kids.
many
That's what-
dreams?
Fuck that.
Well, see, then you were.
There was nobody watching my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was hitting hard, you know what I'm saying? After like day number 3, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
oh,
shit that got real.
I ain't
What
gonna
is-
be.
what does he like the most? Money.
Shit that got real.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
$35 as a
I'm not. Yeah,
11-year-old? Man,
I used to finesse my mama all the time, man. But then again, I was a great child, right?
I want a great child. Like I want a child. Like I want a son. That's like my friends.
What you mean?
Like,
Like, you want them to be girls?
chill.
Friend appreciation.
I got a few friends who I think their children are quite successful. I hope that I
Like
get
you.
that.
Like you want a son like your friend's son.
Like
your friend's
chill.
kid.
Shit me.
Like
Okay.
I got. A few
I ain't want
friends
not
that
my
are-
kids or nobody else's kids.
So I was
love
never gonna have
kids, though.
children.
But you was out in the ass.
That
I
meat got
ended up
good.
having- No.
Yeah, no, it got good. Let
That
me
thing
read.
got the throbbing in it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually literally I was supposed to be the broke auntie forever in my life.
And then what happened?
And
That
I had
nigga
a
showed
kid.
us, started talking real good, didn't he?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, she like bust all in the
Look,
bed. He don't give a
look.
fuck. Cause
Actually,
he wasn't
women
even
don't
strapped
need
up.
to have orgasms in order to be pregnant.
No, which is fine. I wasn't saying about the
I
orgasm,
could
but
see
you
Buddy coming
but
in
you
with
let
a
him go in there
smooth-ass
and he
little
wasn't
hat. Buddy
strapped.
came in with his little hat on, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He was smooth.
Mm.
Old jazz nigga.
Yeah, old
Jazz
big talk
finger,
gay.
you know what I'm
Snap
Actually,
on.
nah.
Yeah.
So what made you let him hit raw?
Hood.
Allegedly.
No, that was not what happened.
I mean, you kind of did, right?
No, it was not.
He ain't slipped the rubber
Nah, I
off.
think they was
No.
using lifestyles back then.
How would you
Wasn't
feel
Trojans-
if a nigga slipped?
Trojans
My
wasn't
kids
made
are
that.
only 3, for goodness sakes.
For
Like,
real?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. How you gonna judge it? Wait a minute. You talking about you want a kid like the other kid? You judging that nigga? He only 3. He don't even know his name yet.
No.
Does he know
actually
his time
does.
tables?
He can read. He actually can add, and we're working on subtraction.
Yeah, nah, you judging him too soon.
Go you,
I
friend.
did what?
You judging him too soon.
No, it's not that. I'm saying like
Too much responsibility.
as a single parent, a black single parent with a black child, you would hope that, you know, when they say village, it takes a village.
Ooh,
It's very
it took for
important.
me.
And the thing is, I don't necessarily have the.
The village.
Who were
Yeah.
your brothers and sisters?
They live in another city.
I feel like because you were a jackass as a
Yeah, I
sister.
feel like they moved us.
Wait,
No, that's what it's giving. No, that's what it's
No,
giving.
they were from there. I told you my daddy was the
Oh,
one
yeah,
popping
you're
and locking.
Yeah,
everyone.
see, but I feel like that's a problem. I feel like maybe you
No,
kind of
we're
separate,
actually-
isolated yourself from all the other kids.
No, and actually, when they watch this, I hope they make comments.
Yeah,
But,
they need to.
No, I'm actually the person that's very neutral on a lot of things that have occurred, and I'm actually the one that I feel like anybody can come to and talk to.
Not
it's
me, I
not
take
that,
sides, like
but
a
I'm
motherfucker.
also a type of human that, you know, let me figure it out as well.
You're human.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Allegedly.
whatever. I don't know. I wish I was the alien. They need to take me back
So-
because Earth is ghetto.
Here's the
crazy.
third question, right? We're running against the clock here.
Oh my
so,
bad.
do you think that the reason that a lot of people cheat is
Damn.
due to lack of appreciation or lack of you know what I'm saying, like any type of reassurance in the type of relationship?
I think people who cheat are selfish. Me personally, I've never been told by a man that I've been cheated on, and I've never caught them to be in that, to have that feeling. But I think based on other people that I see and how it hurts them and things like that, I think it's just people being selfish, point blank, period, in the story. Because you're an adult, you should know what the fuck to do. You should be able to communicate with others and say, hey, I like this. And then like we were talking about the break
Yeah,
or
'cause
break up part.
Mhm.
Why are you still here if you want others?
well,
Unless you want to be in a poly relationship, which I actually support.
have you been in a poly relationship?
No.
Okay, I thought about it.
But if
So
the
look,
dude would leave me alone and he just be like, hey, you can be my second wife.
you okay with that?
Yeah, I don't just maybe fuck once a month, we cool.
That's crazy.
Pay for the house.
So let me ask you a question. You said people who cheat is selfish,
So, like,
but you only want to give 5% of yourself. How does that work?
I don't even get the question.
No, he said something. That boy preaching now.
That's what I'm saying. But you who decided to be in a relationship with me, knowing what I am willing to give you.
Do
At
you
the
tell
end of
people
the
up
day-
front that that's all you willing to give?
I actually, the last person I did date, we actually talked about that part. But because I am kind of like, bro, like, damn, I really gotta care about what the hell you care about. I gotta be like,
You gotta do the lame shit. That was like I was talking about.
yeah.
You
That's why I
gotta
said
do
I
that
agree with you
You a
on
thug.
that part. I'm a what?
You a thug.
I'm not.
She's a criminal.
Yeah, I'm a criminal. A smooth criminal. But I guess your question wouldn't be valid for. I'm a contradiction.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
do
walking
that.
contradiction.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I think people cheat. So me personally, I don't think there's any one reason for anything in life, right? There's a multitude of reasons for anything and everything that we do. So yeah, that could be a reason why someone will motherfucking cheat. But when you think about it, I could cheat just because it's a Thursday. Maybe on Thursdays I just feel like.
But why?
Because it's bitches out here.
Okay, but why do you have a relationship if that's how you
Because
feel?
I love her.
Right.
You don't love her enough because she wants to be in a monogamous relationship.
But that's the problem.
Fly high.
Let me tell you,
it's a poly relationship. Why don't you get?
Well, let me tell you how this works. Social constructs have convinced us that.
Fuck social construct.
Well, I agree. If we could say fuck social construct, then life would be easier.
I think that's where I'm at.
But the problem that we run into is right again. There's no real. Ask a nigga why he cheated. I don't know. Shit just happened. Most women will do the same thing. Why'd you cheat? I don't know. It just happened.
Right. But to go along with that, right? When is the last time your mate complimented you or gave you any type of affirmation?
Yeah. She fight that shit.
But aren't y'all going through the like, especially if you ended up building a family, y'all going through life. Don't you guys kind of get in a rhythm?
Yeah, that routine, and that routine gets mundane.
Thank you. And whose responsibility do y'all feel it should be to be in a situation where y'all communicate, where you don't get to the point where...
Well, here's what I will say. So, nigga, how long... I don't know. I've been married for a while. Right?
I
so
never tell.
Girl, don't do that. You gonna get me in trouble.
He's my marriedest homeboy. Like he's the most marriedest.
But here's the problem that I run into with that, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody gives us a pamphlet on what it's how to be married. Right? You have everybody that gives you all kind of advice. Mm-hmm. Some of that shit sticks, some of that shit like, dude, what the fuck is you talking about? Right? So the dynamics of my relationship with my wife is completely different than what the dynamics of your relationship with your wife would be. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to whose responsibility is it when the shit gets stale, mm-hmm. we don't even know it's stale because we so caught up in the matrix, mm-hmm. right? Until eventually you realize that, oh shit, wait a minute, we so far apart. But the problem with that is we're too far apart, right? Like we've grown apart to the point where you're way over there and I'm way over here. And when I'm trying to talk to you, you can't even hear me.
Right.
Meanwhile, right? We so
but
far
that's
apart.
A lack of communication.
No, I agree with that. But you get so caught up in the routine of the shit that you don't realize that nobody's there to be, hey, you know, you guys are, the distance between you guys is getting a little, might be getting a little too much. And there's nobody. So I feel like the moment you get married is the moment you need to have a marriage counselor. And the day you get married.
And meanwhile, he's going to work. Sylvia bringing him leftover hamburger helper.
Yeah, because what the fuck I'm going to do with that?
And she's listening to, you know what I'm saying, everything that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Stroking his ego.
Mm-hmm. My work wife.
You are handsome because your woman
yes, she did.
You are a beautiful black bald
and she making me goat meat.
Black bald-headed man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so what? Huh? So what? You know what I'm saying? You had that issue when it gets cold outside.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Nobody cares about that.
Huh? Because I like it. Because she likes it. She not going to judge me. You understand? Listen, I got a condition. All right? And what you not going to do, I'm a grower. Don't judge me. Right? But she going to say, you know what, baby? That's the greatest gummy worm I've ever had in my life. God bless you.
Oh, my gosh.
Look, because I'm older
Girls, don't do it if it's a
No, I'm older now. You said don't what?
They don't need to touch it if it's a gummy worm.
What?
You got your goddamn mind.
A lot of people love chicken nuggets.
No, chicken. He said gummy worm.
Similar thing. You know what I'm saying? If he's on chicken nugget, he's gummy right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Those textures are two different things. I'd rather a chicken nugget than a gummy worm.
So when I say I'm on chicken nugget right now, that's pretty much what I mean.
You're not going to talk about my face.
Yeah, like you're the one who telling people.
You're not going to talk to me about my face like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, your face.
I mean, they say black men don't cheat, but clearly that's a lie.
That's a goddamn lie. We don't cheat. What we do is we have multiple relationships. Right. They have multiple relationships.
Don't tell the person they love they're in.
Because what does that got to do with her? That's not your business.
Right.
Am I mistreating you? No.
Yes.
I'm still taking care of business.
Cheating is emotional abuse.
Before coming and give me the decision.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know,
Papa, you always want to be in control. Let me be in control sometimes.
You know your papa was cheating on your Meemaw.
Yeah, and you had a sister right across the street.
I would have told me my.
Now all of a sudden you vocal than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You vocal when it come to me. Huh?
I'm not my Meemaw.
Why did you tell her that?
Did your granddaddy have outside kids?
Oh, my granddad was
poor. Yeah, well, horse.
You can't tell my mama though.
It's the Anger family, bro.
Yeah, because he took care of business, right?
Hey, them
he did what he's supposed to do.
Look, them Anger's been cheating since slavery days.
You hear me?
Look, her family are lying to people.
No, that's my mama's side. My daddy's side, I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard he was a good dude.
All the anger's been cheating.
Well, the Reginald Jean Pierre, you know what I'm saying? Her daddy's side of the family, you know what I'm saying?
That
Damn.
nigga named Reggie. What's your daddy name? He ain't gonna see this.
He's not. Yeah, he's
No, don't close it
Oh!
up now. You had it out all
Look,
day.
Look, maybe the trees now. We
Ooh,
probably don't
Dang.
shit the day.
Can y'all even see it? The cup is right here.
Just saying, you went half,
my
you
God.
went half an episode.
Yeah, with
the whole titty nipple
with the
out.
titty meat.
No, titty meat's not.
The titty
out.
meat was
It's
right there in the
just
middle. Now all of a
here.
sudden she want to cover the titty meat up now.
Oh,
Cause we talking about
You're
freestyle.
not supposed to be looking anyway.
Hey, ooh, tell him
Huh?
He didn't look.
Listen, I'm married. I'm not
He
blind.
didn't look.
that part.
Look, you know what I like? I ain't gonna lie. So, side note, this is just observation. It's this meat.
Oh, the side.
Cause it's light skin and you can see the veins.
Called.
Ooh, it's the veins.
It's the side boob, but there's an
Oh, that's the
actual name
best.
for
Let me
it.
tell you what do it
Oh,
for
that's
me.
the best. That I feel like that's the good meat. That's the filet mignon of the titty.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what do it
You
for
couldn't
me.
off dishes titties?
That little
Yeah, I'm a titty connoisseur.
mark under the booty cup for me. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
the
I
dark
like
mark
that.
where they get a little
Oh,
tender.
Oh man, look
Ooh,
like
that's
it
the
look
good
like-
meat.
What's
like
the
it's
next
like-
question, y'all?
Okay.
Oh, we
All right,
got
we're
carried
done.
away?
We're done. We're
It's
done.
too much.
Wait, what was your answer about the cheating though?
About the cheating.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe that is a lot of the reason why certain things get done. Right? You know what I'm saying? You get
fell
in this
off
relationship, you've gotten comfortable,
Yeah, that's
Right.
what happens.
and you don't understand that you got to keep what you got this
Same
person
thing you
with.
did to
You got to
get
keep that shit going,
Same
right?
thing you gotta do to keep.
Because me, once I feel like, oh damn, she's
You don't
not
rock with me?
she's not loving me as
I
much
know a
as she
bitch that
used
do.
to.
But why don't you guys just say that?
It's conversation. I mean, it's a matter of hey.
Can I tell you
Yeah,
something?
go ahead.
Women don't listen.
Oh,
If I'm being
say
completely
that shit
honest with you.
again. Hold on. say
No,
that
you
shit
don't
again.
listen. Here's what I will
that
say.
shit again.
Because what happens is women just want to respond, right? Like if there's ever a time that we need to talk, it's something that I gotta change. Right there, you'll never do a self-reflection the way, you know what, baby, you know what I've been slacking on? I haven't been complimenting you the way that I should be complimenting you. I haven't been doing women don't do a lot of self-reflection. It's always, you know what?
And that's why you want to get with somebody that's 100%. Because if you come to me, I have to reflect on that. Point blank, period. I'm sorry.
Are you willing to take constructive criticism?
Yeah.
Remember when I told you your attitude sucked earlier and you said no?
I said how?
No, you said no.
Well, no, but then I went
Right.
back and asked you, well, how?
Well, your attitude sucks.
Okay, how?
Because-
how did that come off?
Because I said Manny, you could have let it go, but you kept
You didn't say
you,
Manny.
you held on to it.
What? Anyway.
Free. You the one that's holding on to things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but we both
remember,
hold it.
he's the grudge holder. So
Nah, I
with
hold
him-
grudges like mine. I ain't gonna lie.
Tit for tat, boo.
I do hell yeah. Well, I don't do tit for tat, but what you ain't gonna do is you. So what happens? So here's when I say I hold on to things. What happens with me is if you wrong me, you gonna think this shit done pass, right? So here's a
So
quick example.
technically, you wronged me by not.
No, I
saying
didn't
my
wrong you.
name.
So here's what happens, right? So for example, I grew up in the room where I don't want to iron my own clothes. Yes. So let's say one day I went to my wife and said, hey, can you iron this clothes for me? Oh, baby, I'm real comfortable. I don't feel like ironing clothes right now. So what I'm gonna do is say, first of all, fuck you and your daddy. So I'm gonna iron my own clothes. If I iron my own clothes, you're not gonna hear shit from me. You 3-4 days later, she's like, hey, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, you got me fucked up. Why is you talking to me? And she was like, I thought that shit was over. Nah, bitch, I've been holding on that shit for 4 days.
And that outfit still wrinkled over there. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Huh? But why? Because why? I don't ask you for
Stain on
much.
his
I
shirt.
done gave you time to right your wrong.
Doing nothing. If I could do something for you, I'm gonna pause my shit and I'm gonna do.
Well,
Okay.
that's not what she did at the time.
But 3 days later, the outfit still wrinkled. And
Like a
you
motherfucker.
had time to right your wrong.
Yeah.
You
Well,
didn't.
first of all, I wouldn't have done that in the first place because that's not me.
Right.
Why not?
So why you bullshit? You should have brought your ass out here. Oh, that's you blocked him. Somebody parked.
Yeah, we about to end it. We about to wrap it up right now. So let's do the wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know who you are once again, how they can find you, you know what I'm saying? Or how you can't be found since you're such an angry
Manny
individual.
ragged ass.
So I'm currently deactivated on social media.
They kicked her out
No, I decided to because it's just too much.
because that nigga was in
mentally.
her inbox on why these niggas keep commenting on your
Like,
shit.
for
Go
real.
ahead.
Like, who liking your pictures like that?
But it is Ayo_Manny_anger, and then I think only thing I got right now is X. So
But that-
you'll find
Elon Musk?
Twitter.
Oh, he's a wild nigga.
That's crazy. We know what goes on there.
What? Oh,
You got
yeah.
you got Snapchat?
No, I don't.
That's good. She told you she's saying she ain't, you know what I'm saying, out here looking. That's for people who out here looking or out here creeping.
I thought we were done. Oh.
All right, so give your outro, brother. Know what I'm saying? I can get mine.
All right. So I'm P. Belafonte, aka Chico Fontaine, aka stand at the ceiling trying to find their way to the top. I gave the women their affirmations at the beginning of the show. I'm gonna give the men their affirmations at the end. Fellas, listen, it's 2025. We ain't got time to be bullshitting no more. Men do what they want. Boys do what they can. Put a mask on, go on in, man, to do the shit.
I am your boy Dookie LaFleur, a.k.a. Sir Lucius Left Foot.
Mm-hmm. Because he got left
AKA
foots.
Bam Bam Bigelow,
Mm-hmm.
aka Ricky the Dragon.
The Dragon fucking Steamboat. I want to
And
wrestle.
like I always say,
Don't pet the sweaty things. And don't sweat the petty things. I think I said that backwards.
domestic violence is okay.
No,
Sometimes,
we don't
you know
agree
what I'm
with
saying? It's
that.
definitely
We don't
situational,
agree with
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
We're
But,
going to disagree with
I do
that.
not support that man.
No, we don't.
we don't cut that
Us
out.
as
We
a
don't cut
community,
that out. We don't
though.
cut that out.
You domestic violence me, you
We
get
don't cut
shot.
that. No,
Why you keep trying to shoot niggas?
No,
It's always-
because I can't beat no man.
I mean, sometimes you just got to take an ass
I
whoop.
feel like you can put it.
You win, but you lose. Sometimes you lose, but you live to see another day.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure. You
God
guys.
bless y'all. Good night.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you jump.